Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big news when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and the brand new updates coming out. And now you guys are probably going to see a lot of videos throughout these next few days as we kind of keep on slowly getting more and more information with this. So I just want to keep that in mind all for you guys. But we do actually have quite a few important, I guess, kind of small little occurrences that keep on popping on up, and that kind of means that they keep on changing up the APIs and changing up how it works and changing up features and changing up gaming options, and this is actually one of the really cool options where they're actually now allowing even more things to be purchased, even if you're not included in the PS Plus or PS Plus subscription plan. So I kind of want to go talk about this because this is actually something I could see a lot of folks actually utilizing, and although it may be on the slightly more niche side, whenever we have new things and new features and stuff, I feel obligated to always want to go and report on it. So that's why I'm kind of doing it in the first place. And as well, if any of you guys are brand new, before we dive in the video, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch stream down below, the Weeble and Coinbase down below, and everything else as well down below. And let's go and dive in the video itself. So, as you guys know, we kind of covered up even in the previous video. If you guys want to check it out, we do have the brand new PlayStation Plus updates that keep on kind of rolling on in. So what we mean by that is that we keep on seeing proper new features, we keep on seeing brand new games, we're seeing new game lists, and we're just slowly finally seeing the features go live. But one of the really big perks on the second and third tiers when it comes to the PlayStation Plus was actually utilizing older games. And a lot of those were able to be streamed because, as you guys know, PlayStation Now, which is slowly being wafted away, was the live streaming feature where you were actually able to just go and basically, stream the games. You're basically able to go and just download it from the internet on the cloud and play it through yourself. But with this, we actually might have two major big updates that we didn't actually know about before, and this is in regards a lot more on the retro gaming side. So with this, the PlayStation Classics for the PlayStation 5 in regards to PS Plus and all the updates and everything may not even require a PlayStation Plus subscription. So first and foremost, that's huge. Second of all, players can individually purchase PS1 and PSP games when the new subscription plan goes live. So it's a double whammy. Number one, you might just be able to go and buy and utilize and have the game, like the digital licensing itself on your console. That's great. And as well, you also don't maybe put we still have to wait for it to fully come out, but all the early initial stuff that we're seeing does tend to be you don't even have to literally have the PS Plus subscription streaming service, which I know some people were kind of apprehensive on because they weren't sure if it was an all or nothing type deal or not. So apparently for all the information coming out right now, it is you could still do whatever you guys want to go and do, and there's perks on both sides depending on how much money you're spending, how much you game, how much retro gaming you doing, and all of that. So with this, let's go talk about it. So with still a few months away, we have a little while to go. We have a few more weeks for the Americas. The brand new PlayStation Plus will go live in some of the Asian regions actually very soon, probably throughout the next few hours, even throughout the next day or two. And we'll probably actually have a lot more updates on this throughout the next few days because it is, in all honesty, kind of a big deal. With just a few days to go, some games have actually started appearing now on the Malaysian PlayStation Store, giving players around the world a hint of what to expect when the update comes their region. And like we said, this is kind of just a lot of preemptive stuff, it's just a rolling rollout. We'll get little bits and pieces of different regions until it finally comes to America. We'll have all going on from there. So this is actually especially regarding the original PlayStation PSP emulations too as well. And while some classic games will be included in the PlayStation Plus premium subscription tier, players who aren't subscribed to the service will also be able to purchase and play classic games on an individual basis. So that's kind of what I was saying before, is that from all the initial early leaks and everything else on top of that too, it does seem like a nice new feature because some people don't want to be paying the extra $10 a month to just be able to go and stream or have access to older games. So if you actually have a chance to go maybe pick up a game, maybe for $5, $10, even $2, whatever price point it may be registered at, some people, and myself rightfully so, would maybe rather go with that. Where at least for me, I'd, honest to God, rather go and maybe spend $2 instead of having to go and pay a subscription plan that I may forget about actually canceling or just don't utilize or whatever. So basically, these emulated titles aren't just the same old versions of the games too as well, which is very nice to see. Now on your expensive, hard to find PS5, as long as you're subscribed to me, I got you guys, they come with some of the unique emulation features you might expect, like rewinds and save states. Basically, so we also Mystic that had a chance to go test out Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, basically out there the only kind of good game as well to go and see it, and they actually even showed off like really cool video features and stuff like that, which has been cool to see. We've been seeing that floating around. So it's like filter presets, aspect ratios, rewinds as well, on top of that type of stuff. Save states too as well, because as you guys know, some of the older games may not even have access to that in the first place. Like some games, like especially old school games I remember back in the day, you'd have to have like save codes, or you basically had to like plug them on in. You type in like 1 2 3 4 7 3 8, and then after you do that, then like you like load into a certain area, you know, stuff like that. And we're seeing all this type of old school kind of, I guess, quality of life updates that are actually really nice to see, because if you want it, the world is different. Like, just being honest, it is different from the PS1 to PS5. It is a different world, different, you know, basically loading times, different types of textures, different types of styles and stylistic choices, and even like I just mentioned, saves as well. So the fact that we're actually seeing a lot of these quality of life updates being improved in the PlayStation, especially as they're pushing for the PS1 PSP integrations, that's kind of nice. Like, you got to give them some perks for that. You got to give them some credit. So with this, a lot of the games in the era, obviously, as you guys can kind of see, or when people had to, like, you know, find certain spots to go and save their progress. But the one bigger thing too is the graphics setting. So, you know, as of nowadays, a lot of games obviously look a little bit nicer, but the retro effect is always very nice to see. So with this, now they are also including like different types of, say, filters, where they have like retro classic scan lines, or like modern looks with like less exposure, and just a lot of really, really good quality of life improvements, especially if you want to go and utilize older style games. It's just very nice to go and see. So one kind of big thing too as well to note, and we may kind of dive into this more throughout the next few days as more information keeps on coming on out, and we're seeing stuff and everything's getting collected and everything else, is the price point. So the prices in the Malaysian store also seem relatively fair too as well, which is nice to see. So Abe's Odyssey, when converted from the Malaysian to the United States currency, will be running players around $4. And, like, that's kind of what I was saying before in the previous point. If you guys can go and get, like, the PS Plus, and you guys just basically just want to get one game, like, you just really like one or two games, or just pick them up sporadically, it may not be worth the extra money. But at the same time, the next comparison is on the Worms Armageddon, which comes in just a little bit lower. It will cost American audiences around, like, you know, $9, so $8.89. So we'll kind of see these like in the article, and I would agree they'll probably just be running the price points up to, say, like a solid 9, or like, say, it's at $4.56, maybe $4.50, or, you know, $4.49 or $4, whatever it may be as well. So if you guys do go buy them though, I know we've had a lot of apprehension on people being like, you know, what's up with it? What's up with the licensing? All that type of stuff. If you guys go and purchase it, you do get to keep it. So you should be fine. Should be in your PlayStation folder. Should be all good to go. I think if you have the PS Plus, I believe once the PS Plus would run out, we haven't seen the feature fully out, but just based on previous PlayStation stuff, it would probably just end up just being unplayable until you re-up your subscription, or if you buy it individually itself. So it's kind of up to you guys as a game player. So for me, I'm not really the biggest retro fan. I don't mind it. I've played them. I grew up playing them, you know, whatever. But I'd probably just end up buying a game myself, because once again, I'm not the biggest fan of the higher tier subscription plans. I'm not against it, but I'm not, like, you know, in love with it. Just depends on the vibe, depends on everything else. So you can kind of go from there. And as well, if you guys already had like on the previous gens, you guys should be all good to go. Also, some of these games will actually have some trophies too as well, but apparently they seemingly aren't guaranteed or required, and Abe's Odyssey itself, that we're even referencing over here, never even had trophies, but some of the other games actually will. So it kind of just depends on the developers. Don't forget, some of the PlayStation older games, like PSP, PS1 games, some of those companies might not even exist anymore. So, like, it might be harder for them to either want to code it, or change stuff, or add trophies, or, you know, adjust things in general, because at the end of the day, if they don't even work, like, you can't hire someone to do it. I mean, if you PlayStation maybe can't, but like this, you know, adding to the extra details with it. Sony also did already go reveal the classic list, which I believe we mentioned on the previous video, if you guys saw that. Talking about the overall announcement and all the details and everything else over here too for the premium and deluxe plan. It's also, the list is clearly incomplete, as the Malaysian store is already offering Oddworld, Abe Odyssey, which isn't even on the list, and also it's also kind of showing that some other games may also be up there on top of that. So we'll keep on getting more information until June 13th probably. So we'll keep on just, you know, seeing some stuff and seeing some info and seeing other games, and you guys can see some of the list over here with like Ape Escape, Hot Shots Golf, IQ Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Mr. Driller, Siphon Filter, Super Stardust Portable, Tekken, Worms, and Worms as well. So kind of give me your thoughts on this. I do love the idea that they're trying to go still put a focus on the older games and still making them nice. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream down below, the Webull and Coinbase down below, the Twitter giveaway down below. And if you guys want to check on all the usual links, they're down there as well. And as I mentioned, check out the video earlier on today if you guys want more details on all the brand new PlayStation things. Appreciate you guys all so much for watching, and give me your thoughts and comments down below.